lay down on your belly for Shalabhasana, and one at a time reach your legs back so that you set yourself up very long on the floor. Take your hands by your hips, forehead down, and then start to lift the shoulders up towards the ceiling. Lift your legs, lift the wrists, reach your chest forward, reach your legs back, and pull the arms back as you stretch your spine forwards. Anchor your tailbone down. Lift the inner thighs, stretch the knees, open the toes, and lift those outer arms up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, release down, resting your head to one side. And then turn your head and rest the other cheek down on the ground. Release and relax the buttocks. And now for another version of Shalabhasana. So be on your belly, stretched out long. Lengthen your rib cage forward, lengthen your legs back, and then stretch your arms forwards. And once again, adjust your legs so that your legs are really reaching back and so the arms are reaching forward. So you should feel nice and long here, laid out on the ground. Prone position, belly down. And now start to lift your right arm and left leg up. So stay grounded in that right leg, stay grounded in the left hand. Lift the chest up as well. And get longer in that right arm and longer in that left leg. And then slowly lower down and switch sides. Now lifting the left arm up and the right leg up. Stay grounded in that right hand, stay grounded in the left leg and left top of foot, lifting the chest, lengthening the limbs here. And then exhale and release down. And again, lifting the right arm and the left leg. Anchor your tailbone down towards the sticky mat. Lengthen the right arm forward and the left leg back. Extended elbow, extended knee. And lower down. And again, lift the left arm and the right leg up. Reach the left arm forward and the right leg back. Lengthen the limbs. And exhale and come down. And now place your hands alongside your body, alongside the rib cage. Lengthen your legs back again for a Shalabhasana variation. Now interlace your fingers behind your back. Lift the arms, pull them back. Lift the legs, pull them back. Open the backs of the knees. Pull the arms and the legs back so much that your spine responds by lengthening forwards. Lift from underneath the collarbones. And get longer here rather than just lifting everything up. So even back down out of the pose 10% and get longer. And then exhale and release down. And switch the interlace of the fingers, taking the other pointer finger on top. And then lift yourself up into Shalabhasana, getting longer as you lift the inner thighs. Keep the feet and toes open. Lift the outer shoulders and pull the elbows and the wrists and the fingers back as you stretch the anterior spine forwards, tailbone anchoring. And then exhale and come down to rest. And now we'll practice a deep shin twist. Now take the right elbow to the outside of the left knee and the right forearm on the ground, palm facing up, and lift the left arm up to the ceiling. Use the pressure of the right forearm onto the mat to help you turn a little more, lengthen the spine, pull your hips back, Lengthen the left elbow and reach the left fingertips up to the ceiling as you turn the belly and the rib cage and the left ribs open more. And then exhale down and come to the other side, taking the left elbow to the outer right knee, forearm to the sticky mat, left palm up, and lift your right arm up. Turn the belly to the right, open the right ribs, lift the right arm to the ceiling, pull your hips back and pull the spine forward. Keep your breath open here as you deeply twist. And then exhale and lower your right arm down and come back to center. Now we'll practice Janu Shirshasana, so have a blanket folded that you can sit on. And sit your buttocks down onto the blanket and stretch your legs out in front of you. And pull the flesh of the buttocks back so that you can sit up tall on the center of your sitting bones. Fingertips down, shoulders back. And then bend the left knee out to the side so the left sole of your foot comes very close to the right inner thigh. And use your fingertips on the floor to help you point the midline of your torso directly over the midline of your right leg. And then continue that action to twist fully to the right. So the left hand is on the right knee, right hand is on the blanket, twisting to the right for a moment. And then start to come forward and grab onto the outer right foot with your left hand. The right fingertips are on the floor to support you, and start to lengthen your rib cage forward, lengthening the front ribs as much as the back ribs towards the right foot. Relax and release the left buttock back and down. Think of the whole belly sliding over to the right so that the midline of your belly comes directly over the midline of the right thigh, and then lengthen your belly forward even more. Pull the right thigh bone back towards the hip socket. Ground the right thigh bone down. So the deep low belly slides to the right, and then lengthen both sides of your rib cage straight forward, directly towards the right foot, using your hands to help you. And then inhale and come all the way up to center. Take the left knee up to the ceiling, and then stretch your left leg long, and then pull the right knee out to the side, connecting the right sole of the foot to the left inner thigh. Both sets of fingertips on the floor now to help you start to turn your body so the midline of the trunk is in line with the midline of the left leg. And then continue this as a twist, twisting the belly around to the left and the rib cage, right hand to outer left knee, left hand on the blanket, turning. And then see if you can use that space you made to come forward, grabbing onto the outer left foot with your right hand, and let your belly recede and slide over to the left. So the midline of the belly is in line with the midline of the left thigh, and start to come forward even more. So the belly recedes and slides to the left and lengthens forward. Sides of the waist lengthen forward as well. And let the right butt cheek release back and down. And continue to find more space in your trunk as you fold forward. Pulling the left femur back towards the hip socket. Grounding the left thigh bone down. And then bend the right knee up to the center, and then come out of the pose. And now lay down on your back for Ardha Navasana. So release the flesh of your buttocks away from your lower back, and then rest in a neutral pelvis, neutral spine, parallel knees bent and feet flat on the sticky mat, arms by your sides. And just take a breath here to lengthen your trunk, to lengthen your spine, and to relax the belly completely. So we'll do a core exercise, and it's important to first relax any habitual contraction in the belly. And this way there's more of a chance that we'll engage in the right places. And then inhale and lengthen your spine, and exhale and contract the belly by pulling the low, deep belly back towards the spine, excavating the low belly, pulling it in towards the spine, and tuck the pelvis, and then lift the shoulder blades, lift the head, and lift the legs at 45 degrees. Stretching the legs, stretching the arms. As you breathe here, every time you exhale, pull the low belly down, scooping it out. And that deep scoop in the deep layers of the abdomen will help you press the lower back down towards the sticky mat as the shoulder blades lift a little higher, as the inner legs extend, as you squeeze the leg towards each other. As you squeeze the legs towards each other. And then inhale and release, taking the feet to the sticky mat, bending the knees, and the shoulder blades and head, releasing and relaxing back. Now lay down on your back for a variation of belly rolling. Have a block nearby. And then place the block between your knees, knees over hips. Stretch your arms out to the sides, long extended arms, shoulder blades sliding down your back. And then as you exhale, take your knees over towards your right elbow, and they'll hover there. Knees are squeezing the block, and focus on the stretch of the inner arms. Lengthen the collarbones horizontally, and slide your shoulder blades down your back, and slide your belly to the left. And then inhale your knees to the center, and exhale your knees over towards the left elbow. Spread wide through your arms. Press the backs of your hands into the floor. Slide your shoulder blades down your back, and slide your belly to the right. Be wide in your collarbones here. Stay active in your arms. Inhale to the center. And exhale your knees over towards the right elbow. Inhale, knees to the center. And exhale your knees over towards the left elbow. Inhale the knees to the center, and keep going on your own here. And then bring your feet back down to the floor and rest. And now we'll do Setu Bandhasana, moving in a flow. So ground the arms as you inhale and come all the way up to Setu Bandha, lifting the buttocks, and then exhale and roll yourself back down, letting the buttocks come down last. Keeping the arms extended by your sides, palms flat. You'll keep the arms here as you inhale and lift the buttocks up, and continue to lift the spine up, lift the chest, and exhale, release the spine down, letting the thoracic spine roll down, then the lumbar, and then the buttocks. Inhale to lift the buttocks first, lifting the lumbar, lifting the thoracic, one vertebrae at a time, and exhale, roll the thoracic and lumbar and pelvis and tailbone back down. And continue with this flow, staying grounded in the inner feet, Staying gathered in the outer thighs and outer knees. Staying grounded in the hands and in the forearms. Let your breath be open, let the back of the throat be open as you undulate here in Setu Bandhasana, going at your own pace. And then the next time you roll down, stay here and take a couple of breaths resting.